Greetings YouTube and welcome to episode 120 of the 4,000 question challenge. And I'm sure that Mandarin will be here with us because she's been meowing in the background for the last 20 minutes. What type of postage stamps would you design? What type of postage stamp would I design? One of the first things that pops into my head is classic movie monsters, or at least iconic movie monsters. Not really classic, but iconic movie monsters. So maybe even iconic movie robots. That would be cool. Behind the scenes look. Where would you like to have it? Behind the scenes look. Where would you like to have it? So that's an oddly phrased statement. Was there no editor involved in this book? So I could get behind the scenes. I would say the White House. Yes, that would be where I would like to see. And record it. Oh yes, record every second of whatever I'm looking at. Actually, being able to record everything I look at would be kind of cool, as long as I could turn it on and off. That would be kind of cool. Because nobody needs to see me naked in the mirror. But it would be cool if I could record just the moments of my life that I find entertaining, or the little snippets that we all experience every day that make us smile. Not to mention, if you happen to be a witness to something that ends up being important, that you weren't even aware it was going to be important. Do you do crossword puzzles? No, I do not. My wife does, and in fact, I just recently hid a love note in there for her, and she just found it. What songs do you know by heart? Pretty much none. I suck at lyrics. I am horrible at them. I screw them up in songs that I love to the depths of my heart. Songs that I've been listening to for 40 frigging years, and I still screw the lyrics up. I am not good at this. Do you follow current music or prefer oldies? Well, like the genre I listen to the most nowadays is classic, so those are old oldies. But I'm not exposed to a lot of new music. I freely admit that because I just don't. But when I do encounter a song that is new that I enjoy, the fact that it's new does not turn me off, nor does it necessarily attract me. What attracts me is that do I enjoy the music or the lyrics. What TV shows do your kids watch? What are their favorite now and in the past? Well, I have no children, so that's a bit presumptuous, folks. So, none. What singer or band do you currently listen to the most? Oh, the last artist that I purchased an album of specifically because I had heard a song of theirs, and then I went out and purchased that album, would be the artist K Flay. That was nice. I picked up one of her albums. In fact, I plan on picking up more of her albums because I really liked the album I picked up. Blood in the Cut was the song that pulled me in. Go check it out. K Flay, K.Flay. Yeah, that's a really entertaining song. What effect do commercials have on you? Well, I avoid many commercials by not watching television. But since I am on the internet, I cannot avoid other commercials. And for the most part, they annoy me. Rarely am I interested in a product because I see a commercial, and then I almost always do research behind that product before I decide to purchase. So a good commercial can pull me in just to check my interest. But if the product ends up not being good, I'm not going to be involved in it. And I'm a cheap bastard, so I don't buy things new very often. But I do freely admit that if a commercial is entertaining or moving or important in some way, that I can be pulled into it, even if I am never going to be engaged in their service or product. Do you know ballroom dancing with the right steps? No, I do not know ballroom dancing with the right steps, and technically I do not even know ballroom dancing with the wrong steps. Have you ever snuck into a second movie at a multiplex? No, I have not. I have not. I have never done that. It was just not something I ever did. I think when I was a kid in the sneaking into theaters kind of age bracket, I was still suffering too much from anxiety, depression, and PTSD to like go that much against an authority figure. Yeah, so no, I did not. And now as an adult, I don't really have any desire to do that. I want to go see a movie, I go to see a movie. And if a film doesn't seem to be good enough for me to spend money at the first run, I will buy it cheap on disc. I won't even buy it new when it comes out in disc. I'll wait till it's down to like the 10 or under range, or better yet, used. Yeah, don't sneak in theaters. I go to first run films when I want to see them, and I buy cheap, or buy cheap on disc at a later date if I think it wasn't good enough, or I think it was a film my wife wouldn't enjoy, so I don't want to take her with it. I do occasionally go to the movies alone, but not very often. So this has been episode 120 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Thank you for being here. I just noticed this. I don't know if I had noticed this before, and I had forgotten it, and I just realized it again. But this is under this category of self-help. Who the hell is going to be helped by these questions? Wow, yeah, some of these questions I don't think are helpful at all. I think some of these questions are really tasteless. So yeah, there you go. Technically, this is a self-help book. Who would have known? But like I said, thanks for being here. Hope to see you in episode 121.